Can we normalize you letting me borrow your husband, and not in that way, you freaking weirdos, but like in the way where you both come over and he helps, hang my TV and lift all the heavy things, and we drink wine at the same time, and I'll make you both dinner, and he can have a beer at the same time too. Like it's a win-win-win-win. But I need to borrow your husband.
Did anyone else notice how as soon as Donald Trump said he was going to investigate who he's funding the riots just magically stopped?
Can I take a picture of your shirt?
Yeah, of course.
Wow. I just want to show everyone what a fucking pussy you are. Have a great one.
So Hillary Clinton came out of the sewer and decided to speak in New York recently.
Well-educated young people from our own country, from around the world, where were they getting their information? They were getting their information from social media, particularly TikTok.
So old Hillary takes issue with the fact that nobody watches mainstream media anymore, and we instead get our news from social media, particularly TikTok. Has anybody told Grandma Satan that actual news media outlets have social media pages? Like, you can still get your news from MSNBC or the New York Times via social media. But that's not actually the problem, is it, Hill? The problem is that nobody actually trusts those news media sites anymore because they're abhorrent liars. Take the New York Times, for example. About a week ago, they did a podcast dedicated to the Somali fraud scandal happening in Minnesota. And while they readily admit that, yes, the fraud is real, yes, it's being conducted 100% at the hands of Somali immigrants, and yes, it's much more widespread than we ever thought, to the tune of a couple $100 million, maybe even up to $1 billion of taxpayer money that's being funneled back to Somalia, and inevitably a portion of that is hitting the hands of a terrorist organization. No, that's not the problem. The problem is that Donald Trump is a racist and a bigot because he said that these people shouldn't be in our country anymore. I'm not even kidding you. The title of the podcast was basically Donald Trump is a racist. So no, what Hillary actually finds problematic is not the fact that most people get their news from social media. It's that they're not getting it from Operation Mockingbird anymore. They're getting it from independent journalists and citizen journalists who can fact check the bullshit media in real time. This is also exactly why they are so desperate to control AI. They say that it's an arms race because they don't want us to be propagandized by places like China, but really what they want to do is to be able to propagandize you their own way. And the funny thing is that the whole reason she brought this up is because she's displeased with the alternative narratives that one may be able to find about the events that took place on 10/7. But anyway, I'm sure that has nothing to do with their desperate desire to control AI and implement Operation Mockingbird 2.0. I mean, it's probably got something to do with the Soviets again.
Who's an American citizen going to jail, but you're not okay with an illegal alien who crossed over the border illegally, who commit violent crimes, getting deported.
Well,
No, don't touch my stuff. What are you doing?
Would you like to reply?
Yes.
You can go ahead, yeah.
I think we should abolish jail and we should allow all the violent immigrants and, yes,
We should allow them to what?
stay here.
Okay. Do you think that we could abolish jails, get all the violent immigrants, your words, and all the violent felons in jail? Could we put them here at USF on campus?
Yes, and I'll hang out with them.
You'll hang out with them? What would you do with them?
I don't know. I have like Uno in my backpack. We can play Uno.
Yeah. So would you give out green cards?
Yep.
Yeah. That's very brave of you. It's very brave of you.
Cards too, and like blue ones.
Yeah.
I have like Hello Kitty Uno.
Okay. You think that the MS-13 gang members and the gangs all around the country that are in jail, citizens or not, you think they would love to just sit down with you and play a game of Hello Kitty Uno?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well,
let's just put it this way. I thought it'd be important to teach kids in middle school CRT, critical race theory. Because if people don't realize, being white is one of the biggest problems that our country is facing is white supremacy. So I really want to make sure these young kids feel as guilty as possible. And so what I did was I made the white students pick cotton. And they said that that was inappropriate and that I was on an administrative watch. And then listen to this, Mayor Bunce. Follow me. And sorry I get distracted with Anthony Riccadelli. Anthony, you're my favorite council member. You remind me of my ex-boyfriend, Rodrigo. You guys both are built similar. Very handsome. So, is that funny that my boyfriend? See, this is bigoted. This is what I deal with all the time, Mayor.
Yeah, this country is so divided, right? They're saying we should separate. Liberals from one country, conservatives another country. And when I heard that, I was like, oh no, we can't do that. If America ever goes to war, I want conservatives defending us. Right? Those guys that stormed the Capitol, that's who I want fighting for this country. Have you seen their photos? They'd be on the battlefield with their horns and their fur. They'll be like, America, imagine liberal snowflakes at war. Oh, they'd be on the battlefield being like, oh my God, this is not a safe space. Why are there so many triggers? And the general will be like, shoot him. Are you sure that is the right pronoun? Gen Z liberals will be even worse. The general will be like, attack. They'll be like, I don't chase, I attract.
Are you sick, ma'am? Are you wearing that for safety or just to let everybody know who you're voting for? I think she's laughing, I can't tell. That's awesome. Thank you for coming despite your, everything about you.
I mean, to be honest, all I want for Christmas is a sexy man, like a real big, beautiful, strong, sexy man like President Trump. I'm stuck with a friggin' ginger, zero muscles, flavorless, can't even dance. I need a big, juicy, sexy, shaking booty like President Trump when he dances to YMCA. I hope I get one this year.
And she thinks you can land on the sun if you go at night. Someday pigs may fly, but I doubt it. Cuomo's dead as fried chicken, man. Vote against it or fill out a hurt feelings report. This plan is like a rock, only dumber. That's the Dreamweaver, man. Put down the ball. But I wouldn't put that person in charge of a ham sandwich. She's mad as a bag of cats. I can't use TikTok. I had it on my iPad, and they made me take it off. Bunch of nice. Some people are just going to have to settle for a ham and egg sandwich without the ham. He's like a stray dog. If you feed him once, you can't get rid of him, man. Governor, I love you, but what planet did you just parachute in from? The jackassery has to stop. Fill out a hurt feelings report. Buy a comfort rock. Actually, China will make a deal. Its economy is on a journey to the ocean floor. She thinks you can land on the sun if you go at night. Someday pigs may fly, but I doubt it.
I'm an African American.
So then I'm not an African American. Well, I'm not an African American. I'm not.
Do not put words.
See, I'm not an African American. I'm an American. Okay? And I've never been to Africa. And the Africans in Africa sold my ancestors into slaves. Why would I
African American? What?
Africa. You were African American. Don't try to
No.
I'm
not an African American. I'm American. I've never been to Africa. I've traced my ancestry for 8 generations, and we still did not get to Africa in 8 generations.
That's a damn lie, Uncle Tom. Relax. Hold on.
Okay. So.
It's interesting. He's made quite a few maneuvers that are questionable, I would say, over these last years, now appointing, I should say, a fraud czar. But he closed at the statewide level an office that investigated fraud for many years. There are questions about that. This has only renewed the call for Governor Tim Walz to resign. He is currently running for a 3rd term as governor, but this has really ramped up under his watch the last 7 years, all of this fraud exploding onto the national scene. I think it's 5 or 6 federal investigations that have now been announced in Minnesota from SNAP, our welfare fraud. The state doesn't want to give that over. Our voter rolls, Minnesota doesn't want to hand that over to the feds. Illegal immigrants having commercial driver's licenses here. In fact, President Trump saying that Walz has turned Minnesota into a fraudulent hub of money laundering activity. Those are the president's words.
So
So if I hear you correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, you're actually debating about whether to run in a different district than 30?
I'm debating about whether or not I would run where they put me, which is where I live. Yeah.
In 33.
In 33.
And was that, what about the idea of just moving back into 30?
Again, on this fixed income that I am paid in Congress, the idea of actually buying a new home or getting, we don't get enough money. I mean, I'm being honest. And I know that some people may take issue with that because they talk about how much money we make. And I get it. It's not that we're obviously getting minimum wage. But by the time you talk about having I have a mortgage and I have an interest rate that is like 3%. Interest rates are not that low anymore, right? That's number one. Number two, so it's a matter of, oh, do you sell your home, then go somewhere else and get a higher interest rate? Like there's all these variables. And as a single woman who has one income, who's not allowed to make outside income, there's a lot to be had.
What is something weird about conservatives?
There is almost a cultish vibe, I feel. The way they operate within themselves, they refuse to listen to outside people, you know, they're refusing to learn, essentially. I think that is a large part of it.
You don't say. Learn from people like you.
What is something weird about conservatives?
There is almost a cultish vibe, I feel. The way they operate within themselves, they refuse to listen to outside people, you know, they're refusing to learn, essentially. I think that is a large part of it.
If you want to know what's weird, ask that guy. He knows how other people are weird.
Successful in all kinds of ways.
Make sure to hang a gun-free zone sign in your window. It is a little-known legal fact that burglars must stop and not shoot you if you inform them your home is a gun-free zone. Sounds simple, but give it a try. What are they gonna do? Shoot you?
ICE is having a field day in Minnesota, and all I gotta say is keep it up. You guys are doing great.
I just want to be clear in terms of the definition of people dying of COVID. So the case definition is very simplistic. It means at the time of death, it was a COVID positive diagnosis. So that means that if you were in hospice and had already been given, you know, a few weeks to live, and then you also were found to have COVID, that would be counted as a COVID death. It means that if, technically, even if you died of a clear alternate cause, but you had COVID at the same time, it's still listed as a COVID death. So everyone who's listed as a COVID death doesn't mean that that was the cause of the death, but they had COVID at the time of death. I hope that's helpful.
Ow, Daddy, my pussy hurts.
I'm a liberal guy. Of course I can't throw a football. I'm a liberal guy. Of course I hold my nose when jumping in the pool. Hey, sweetie, tell your boyfriend Chad to look at my doggy paddle. I'm a liberal guy. Of course I think Mary Poppins is racist. If you don't get offended by classic movies, then you might be a fascist. I'm a liberal guy. Of course I caddy for my wife's boyfriend. Hey, Chad, do you think I can hit a ball myself? No, you're right. I'm much better as your emotional support caddy. I'm a liberal guy. Of course I suck at cornhole. I think I need a ibuprofen.
Do you like living out in Hollywood? You know, they have weird political issues out there, though. They ban plastic straws because apparently they take 100 million years to decompose. So they've replaced them with paper straws, which decompose before I finish my drink. My only options are to either kill a sea turtle or have compost in the bottom of my cup. But no, it's good they got those straws out of the ocean to make room for these masks.
One time it was raining. I called my mother at work. Now, if you call your moms at work back then, that was like prison. You got one phone call, and it better be damn good. Mom, it's raining outside. Is it okay if me and my friends play inside the house? How many friends you got? 2. 1 can come in. My mother was cold-blooded, man. But you had a screen door. This is not a problem. You bring one in, you play together, the other one stays on the other side of the screen door and watches. And if the one on the inside annoys you or gets boring, you switch. Screen doors are so powerful. This whole with the border, we just put a bunch of screen doors up there.
Oh, man, I'm gonna crush tonight. I already can feel it. I already know it. You guys think people get offended too easily these days? Yeah, okay, keep that in mind during this next one. I was thinking, it doesn't make sense that conservatives don't like abortion. You're gonna love this, it's so funny. You'd think conservatives would love abortion, right? It's such a conservative thing, because abortion's just dead liberals. We're not aborting farmers and electricians, dude. It's just piles of music theater majors. Like, oh, grow up. It's an abortion joke. They can't. Can't grow up. Pretty funny. Pretty good. Already crushing. You already got your money's worth. I'm going home for Christmas tomorrow, going back to the Midwest, the good part of the country, and my family's all like farmers and well drillers. My family lives in like the type of small town that still thinks Dippin' Dots are the ice cream of the future, you know? They're like, if the Democrats gave us Dippin' Dots, we wouldn't need fentanyl. Oh, we love mocking middle America, don't we, New York? Don't we? They're so fucking stupid, aren't they? They also grow all your food, don't they, you little fuckers, don't they? You little soft-handed liberal scum. You'd bleed if you looked at a shovel, you little cunts, wouldn't you? You don't do a single useful thing for the planet, you little fuckers. Isn't that true? You'd die in a day without Republicans, wouldn't you? Yeah. You can't eat a podcast, can you? Yeah. There's no protein in slam poetry, is there? Yeah. I don't agree with Republicans, but good luck finding a woke plumber. Good luck finding a 50-year-old guy with his ass hanging out who's like, free Britney.
So are you conservative or liberal?
Probably very liberal.
Probably very liberal.
Compared to, yeah.
Compared to what?
Most Americans, yeah.
Oh, yeah? How old are you?
30 years old.
Really? And how long have you been a liberal?
Probably 5 to 6 years, maybe.
And you were a conservative prior to becoming a liberal?
Very much.
And what made you become a liberal?
I got a little older, a little smarter.
Oh, you
grew out of it, yeah.
And you were tired of being a man?
I was tired of being an idiot, but...
So you woke up one day, you know what, I'm tired of being a man. I want to be a liberal.
I think there are plenty of men that are liberal.
Not real men.
You really think so?
Men who are liberals are betas.
Do you have any chapstick?
Yeah, here.
Apply liberally. Equal rights! Free healthcare! Black Lives Matter!
I need help. Don't you think he needs help? I need help.
This is a rally in support of Ukraine.
Yeah, but what about the homeless people right here in America?
We have problems in America.
Don't you think $100 billion to Ukraine is a lot?
In this case, I'm simply asking this of Congress. Are you asking Congress for this?
Yeah, I think they should help the homeless instead of giving hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine.
Putin has been threatening to attack other countries, including the United States.
Do you have any money? Do you want to give him any money? You don't want to give him any money? Give me some of that Ukraine money.
I'm someone who attends these rallies every day.
But he's struggling. He's struggling right now.
Do you actually work for ICE?
No, not at all. Nope.
Explain the outfit.
It's $29.99 on Amazon. I would recommend buying a small if you're my size. This one's a little too loose for my liking. But yeah, if you want some entertainment, wear this and go to a Home Depot in a sanctuary city like where I live right now, Washington, D.C., and you'll see all the illegals. Not all of them, but you can maybe see a lot of them start to run away. And you feel like a group fitness instructor. It's really good.
And you actually think that's funny?
I think it's hilarious. Absolutely. What's not funny is them illegally...
There you have it, everybody. One of the worst people I've seen here at CPAC, and that's saying something.
Hi there, Charlie. I just want to say I've looked up to you for many years. You're the one who got me into the conservative movement about 8-9 years ago. I really love you. And out of everyone in the conservative movement, you're the one who I feel matches my moral ideals the most. One thing I just want to ask you, as a Christian woman who wants to start a family, and I look around me nowadays, especially living in California, I'm really afraid of what my child's going to be exposed to. I live with a 6-year-old, and every time she comes home, I worry that she's playing dog, she's going to pretend to be a furry someday. Or, I don't know, I get scared of that stuff, honestly. What do you think is the best way to prevent our children from being influenced from those ideals and growing up with the proper Christian ideals? Even though we keep it in our household, they're still exposed to it outside.
Yeah, first of all, don't send your kids to government schools. That's number one. Number two, have a very robust church life and attend church regularly. Honor God in all that you do. And also, marry a godly man that was willing to defend your kids and to wall off all of the negative, poisonous content that might come after your future children. And if you are called to be a stay-at-home mom, that's a beautiful thing. You don't have to go into the workforce to be a godly woman. In fact, I recommend being a stay-at-home mom. It's one of the most underappreciated elements of American life. Thank you.